Waterdream warm. A region of pointless frolicking and endless pleasure. No one here understands the true meaning of suffering and random shocking violence meted out arbitrarily.
And welcome back to Dungeon Keeper. I'm still getting the hang of where the maps transition, so I apologise for I missed the casual niceties here and there. This is one example of a map where we will be cheesing, and cheesing hard. We will dig from there. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. Dig around because we just want to get it as quickly as we can. As quickly as we can. Oh my lord, that's gonna drive me nuts, but that's just the game. We've got you there. Catch that. So the point of this is we just dig out what we need, keep it to just what we need, and fortify around. Now to that end, we also want to make as many imps as we can.
Have enough gold.
That would be all the imps we can.
You must build a treasure room to store gold.
Like so. And so now, as you can see, once that's been fortified, we will have, well, I don't know what the word is, unchallenged domain, uncontested domain over all of this.
You do not have enough gold.
That's fine, we'll have more momentarily. The heroes will generally come from down here. I think we get a group from up here, but generally it's down here. And there is also, you can hear some monsters that we can actually claim. That's another thing that the map is handy for, is you can generally see where there's a secret like this to go and investigate.
Your gold reserves are running low.
There's 8. I generally go for 10 or 20 imps, depending on the map and the resources. 10 should be more than ample. In fact, 8 should be ample here, honestly. Build a lair with a treasure room. Build a dungeon with a treasure room, a lair, a hatchery, and a training room. Make sure they're all big enough. Cramped conditions do nothing for the morale of your minions. They're monsters like I give a shit. Should also save my game.
Game saved.
So once all of that's been fortified, then we will grab the secret and start planning out rooms a bit more seriously. I probably should at least fill in the treasury around our dungeon heart. Like so. I also like the way that it matches the floor tile of the dungeon heart. You didn't get that in the second game. I very much preferred the aesthetic. I preferred everything about the first game. I liked the gameplay modes in the second, like the pet dungeon. And some of the traps, but frankly I preferred everything about the feel and gameplay of the first one over the second. The only thing the second one really had, other than the pet dungeons, was the accessibility. It generally ran a lot more easily on systems that aren't potatoes. Oh, the music's not bad on this map. But a shame I can't tweak the volume in-game. That being said, I'm glad that GOG have it working at all. It actually runs through DOSBox of all things. Which I keep forgetting that Dungeon Keeper was originally a DOS game. I think it was compatible with Win95, but like a lot of things back then, at least in my experience back then, it was easier to get them running in DOS. See, it doesn't look like 5x5. I'm having to count the floor tiles to realize that yes, it is in fact a 5x5 room. Now my graphics options. That's shadows. Detail. It'd be nice if I knew what the different things were, if my tooltips were working, but they're not. I'm assuming everything is maxed out presently. Right, all of you can get work fortifying parts of the dungeon that actually fucking matter. And this is probably the second most tedious part of the game, next to the actual sitting there and just waiting while everything trains up. But it's fun for me, so yeah. Now where am I going to start plotting rooms? We'll have this. I'm pretty sure that that is a library. There's a 5x5 room there. How big is this? This is bigger than 5x5. 5x5. I'm thinking lair, hatchery, library, I worry about gold, but I also need to realize that we're not going to run out. So we'll have a 5x5 training room as well. Actually, no, don't do that. Don't go for it. We want them still fortifying. There's a bit to be done yet. Just a little bit. You lot can all get to the other end, please. I don't need any of that fortified right now. I want all of this done. Because that is the last of it, and then we're safe. Well, there's this bit up here, but meh. What's that? You're volunteering? Good little imp. Oh my lord. Get to it, buddy. I'm not quite sure how wiggling their butt fortifies the wall. I'm going to file that away under the same magic that results in spells costing money per cast. So that's going to be hatchery, this will be lair.
Your gold reserves are running low.
Oh, shut up with that. I dare say we're not going to remain holed in for long. And you can explore all of this. I don't recall there being anything really useful in any of that.
It is payday.
Wow, yes, anyone's costing us anything. This tells us how many rooms we have, this tells us how many monsters we have. It's also a useful way of seeing how strong your enemy is, because it will also tell you how big your enemy dungeons might be as the game goes on. Come on, I'll claim that fucking tile, you useless imp.
You do not have enough gold. You have tunneled into a new area.
There we go. Oh, we got a training room up there. We'll use that. That'll save us the outlay. More importantly, chickens.
Your gold reserves are running low. You do not have enough gold.
So we've attracted skeletons. Well, we haven't attracted them, we claimed them. Ah, you can see him wiggling his little butt there. And the health of that room will be dropping.
You have taken control of a new room.
Didn't see it in time, but yes, that's how we claim rooms. The imps wiggle their butts over the rooms and the rooms become ours. Don't question it. We have a training room. We have skeletons. We for some reason need sleep and they eat in this one. In the second one, they're straight up fucking automatons. We'll just claim this. And... oh, we haven't got a portal yet. That's why we're not getting anywhere. Duh. So you guys can dig that out. I was wondering why we hadn't unlocked the library yet. We need to unlock the portal first, and then we get... I think the wizard comes in. One way or another, it gives us the library. Guys, there's more claiming to be done. Oh, for fuck's actual.
An entrance has been claimed.
The time has come to build a library. Libraries are where new devices, room designs, and magic spells are researched. Make a library at least as big as the other rooms. Researchers like quiet too, so try to build your library off the side of a corridor. Next to the training room, it is. No, we
You need a bigger treasure room.
We actually specifically did this one here. We only need one book anyway. It's a fine collection of parchments and tomes you've assembled. Or don't let me read it. Scent of arcane knowledge has lured a greedy warlock into your dungeon. Don't forget to train them occasionally. Their spellcasting abilities make them fine long-range fighters. Get in there. Also, it's not understood what differentiates the warlock from any human. They look entirely human. Right, so he'll research the one spell we can have this map, which I think is a call to arms. So the call to arms, or sight of evil. So the call to arms is the spell that plants a banner down wherever we choose, and all of our monsters will rally to that banner. Sight of evil lets us look outside of where we are. It uncovers whatever the hell is beneath the fog of war. Boop, boop. Pop you in there. Other creatures can be dropped in a library to research as well. Dragons are probably the next best researchers, if not the best in the game. I think vampires as well. Everything else tends to be less effective. I think the game even jokingly refers to trolls nomming on the books.
A new spell has been researched. There is nothing left to research.
So we got... oh, haste! I was wrong entirely. This one will speed monsters up, and we really don't need that at all. At least not yet. We'll need that later, but at this point in the game where, again, everything costs money, I'm less inclined to worry about that. Right, you three, get up there and train. And so now's the part of the game where we are just shoring ourselves up. I don't know if the heroes will come for us or if we have to start shit, but we'll give it a minute. We'll let our creatures train up before we start to venture out. Listen to the soothing sounds of our chickens. You can also drop imps in here, and I think that when they get to level 4, they learn haste. So the 4 or 10, they learn haste. And that makes them really useful. In, I think it's the second game, they actually learn to teleport. Actually, it might be level 4 they learn haste, level 10 they learn teleport, now that I'm pondering it. Unlike the second game, though, you can train them all the way to level 10 with the training room. In the second game, you need something else. They get to level 4 in a training room, level 8 in a combat pit, and level 10 by actual combat. Oh, our lair's filling up. Plenty of room for the moment. Now would be an excellent time to train a log. Well, what do you fucking think I'm doing?
We need a bigger training room.
You know what? Fuck it. Break it open, boys. Uncover that one as well. There we go. So these look fortified, but they're not. I don't know how to describe that one. I don't recall the mechanics of it entirely. It's not the case that you can just claim every tile around an enemy wall and it becomes unfortified. At least I don't think so. Boy, you little shit, claim that corner. There. Right. Everybody can now be training. We have no excuses. We also have no gold. We need to dig some more gold up. So yeah, this payday's gonna hurt. Just dig up another row. We don't have a whole lot, but monsters are already coming for us. We'll be fine. Our skeletons alone should be able to put that group down. If I were being more strategic about this, I would actually have treasuries closer to where the gold is. Because as you can see, it doesn't really matter where the gold is for the purpose of using a training room. But we can't make use of the gold until it's actually planted on one of those floors. So for that purpose, it's quicker to just have one here. The downside is, though, that if that's the treasury with the gold, then that's where the creatures are going to haul their lazy asses for payday. But if you grab a handful of chickens and just feed them directly to the creatures while they train, they'll be happier for a start, but they also won't need to stop training. See, that one's hungry, so let's just see if we can head that off. Still hungry? Oh my lord. Still hungry. There is just no pleasing some creatures. Oh, there you are. Nope, he is still hungry. Fine, whatevs. You know what? Let's just get into this.
It is payday.
We don't need to train until we can't train no more.
You have tunneled into a new area. Your creatures are under attack. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your minions are winning a battle.
Yeah, that guy was completely fucked from the get-go. Come on, don't make me wait. There we go. If you're not careful when you leave gold lying around, your monsters will just pick it up. Which can be good and bad.
Your creatures are falling in battle.
If you just hand gold to monsters when it's not payday, they won't actually drop what they're doing on payday and go get paid. So if you've got a monster that costs a shitload at payday, say a vampire, which will cost you fucking 10 grand on its own.
Your creatures are attacking the enemy.
Then you can just drop 400 gold on it and it won't care about its payday.
Your minions are winning a battle.
And there are plenty of maps where that is a really, really useful strategy. Oi guys, can we pull your weight?
Your minions are winning a battle.
Excuse me?
Your minions are winning a battle.
The first wave of attackers lie hacked to pieces on the floor and give your domain that lived-in feeling. But it won't be long before their kin launch another assault. That's nice, by that point we'll have well and truly claimed their area. 8 imps. You get 2 there, 1 and then another 2. Just go fucking insane claiming all of their land. As they do, we can also pick up this and take it to our treasury. Does T shortcut me to a treasury? It does. Life is good. We've got more than we can fit in there at the moment. You guys can get to the... I suppose T also goes to a training room. No, it doesn't. Alright. Hold down to charge up the spell. Oh, I was hoping it would work for everyone, but no. Alas, it does not. As you can see though, the imps didn't take long to claim all of this. So we'll have a decided advantage when the heroes try again. I don't recall if there's any secret here or other reason to care about that. Dig that up. Good boys.
Beware, the lord of the land approaches.
We come to rid the world of your evil.
Your creatures are under attack. Your creatures are attacking the enemy. Your minions are winning a battle. You have tunneled into a new area.
Fucking dumpster
Your
fire.
minions are winning a battle. Minions are winning a battle. You have conquered this realm.
You meet with success yet again, Keeper. All those corpses will keep your hatchery's topsoil fertile. They also serve as warnings to other foolhardy adventurers, of course. So I'm just curious as to what there is to this area, though. And it appears I'm going to have to possess an imp to find out.
Premium intel.
So run, little imp. Let's find out what we have.
You need a bigger treasure room.
It's all water, apparently. I guess this must have been like the back door in. Oh my god, that vertical axis is killing me. So left is left, right is right, down is up is down, of course. That's it, apparently. Just dig our way back through, because why not? Can we get Cheem home? Oh my lord, we actually found home. Can we break through? Yes! And there we go.
You need a bigger treasure room.
I'm not going to dig up all the gold just for completion's sake. It'll take forever. We've won. This map is ours. I shall save because we will be calling it here.
Game saved.
Wither's Dread. This place now has a proper name because of what you did here. There is a healthy disrespect for life, and you'll be amused to hear that cannibalism has gained a strong foothold amongst the ragged inhabitants.
They could only have been improved if I had Vincent Price reading them. Okay, well, that being the case, that is the end of this map. In theory, we've saved our game, so we can actually back out there, and when I go to start again, I can continue, and it will bring me to map 4. Fantastic! So, now that we've got that bit sorted, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I will see you next episode. But until then, cheers!